Yo, what's up, guys? What a win for the Toronto Raptors the other night, defeating the Sacramento Kings 131-128 in overtime. Now, guys, I think we could all agree that this wasn't going to be just an ordinary game for the Raptors. Obviously, on Saturday night, it was going to see Vince Carter's jersey finally lifted up into the Raptors, finally being retired. And I have to say, guys, I think we could all agree that it is finally deserved that Vince Carter had his number retired, being one of the most impactful Raptors of all time, and honestly, probably the biggest reason why Canada basketball is as big as it is today, guys. Vince Carter is the cornerstone as to why the Raptors and Canada basketball are what they are today, guys, and we can be nothing but grateful and thankful to Vince Carter. Now, I'm going to talk about Vince and the ceremony a little bit more, but let's talk about the first half a little bit. In the first half, guys, I have to say, great first half by the Raptors. The Raptors were making baskets. They were playing good defense. They were getting help from the bench. Everyone's contributing. Chris Boucher, spectacular first half, shooting 6 for 6. Finally making some three-pointers, of course. RJ Barrett, another solid half. He's just continuing his form since coming back from injury. He's looking like a great leader for this team, making great passes, making smart shots. You got Grady Dick, who continues to mature this season. Grady Dick just, I can't say anything more about Grady Dick, guys. Kid's making his shots. He's being aggressive, taking it to the hoop, playing solid on defense. And, he's just continuously amazing me to start this season so far, guys. I know it's only been 7 games, but you can see a major improvement in Grady Dick to start this season. Ochai Agbaji had a great game, too, 22 points. Ochai's really becoming a solid player for the Raptors, guys, that they can go to. He was making shots, solid defensively as well. The entire team played great defense, I felt, in that first half. And I just thought the Raptors played a really good team as a unit. And Sacramento's a good team, guys. You know, they got good players, De'Aaron Fox. We saw DeMar DeRozan making his return tonight. I'm going to talk about that guy after. I got some things to say about DeMar DeRozan, guys. And it might be controversial, but I'm going to say a few things about DeMar that might piss off some people, but I don't give a shit, honestly. So you got, like I said, DeMar. You know, they have guys like Malik Monk, who was wreaking havoc, I felt, tonight, guys, making some big three-pointers. He kept the Kings in the game at some point in this game. So, really very good first half, tight first half. But then when halftime hit, guys, it was an extended first half, 25-minute first half, because, like I said, we had Vincent Lamar Carter's banner-raising ceremony. Now, guys, I watched the entire Vince Carter era since I was a kid. I got to watch the entire thing from the minute he signed with the Raptors, being drafted by them, and to see him force his way out of here, becoming a New Jersey Net. One of the worst days of my life, I have to say, guys. I'll never forget that day. Fucking getting Alonzo Mourning, and then that guy did not even want to come here. Just, oh God, it was horrendous to see. But Vince Carter, guys, like I said, he is one of the biggest reasons why Canada basketball is what it is today. He impacted so many kids' lives. He was just an incredible basketball player, half man, half amazing. And to see Vince Carter coming out onto the court with so much emotion, he knows what this means to him. Just seeing him realize what is about to happen, the way he's just smiling, crying, it was just an incredible moment. The Raptors, we all know that they're first class. Just the way they did it, everything, the week leading up to it, you saw Vince Carter with that incredible mural painting downtown. You saw him do the repicture with Matt Sundin from 30 years ago, I think it was. It was just incredible, an incredible week for Vince Carter, just to reminisce all the good times and obviously the checkered past he has. I'll never forget when he came back to Toronto as a New Jersey Net. My God, the Air Canada Centre at the time, now formerly known as Scotiabank Arena, was just rocking with boos. He was the most hated man in this country at the time. I hated him, don't get me wrong, guys. But we all know why we hated Vince, because he was so amazing. Just incredible moments. Vinsanity was incredible. It's just too bad he can never bring a championship to us. But it was totally justified to see Vince Carter's jersey raised up into the rafters, because the impact he has had on this city and the entire country as a whole is forever lasting, and immortality at its finest for Vince Carter. And for him to have his jersey lifted up is just absolutely fitting to see, guys. and it is totally well-deserved. Even though, like I said, a lot of fans don't forgive Vince Carter for what he did. Listen, guys, I still have my feelings about Vince Carter leaving, but let's bygones be bygones, and just remember the incredible 6 years he had here as a Raptor, being one of the greatest of all time to don the Raptor jersey. And guys, there was still a second half to be played after that incredible ceremony. And even, I have to say, guys, before I get back to the game, Masai Ujiri, that little speech he made about saying Vince Carter made his dream to fly, and even if we couldn't fly, he let his dream to fly. And guys, Masai Ujiri, what can I say? Just a class act, and just incredible speech by him, and Matt Devlin as well. Just beauty beyond belief, guys, to see. So the second half, Raptors obviously took a little bit of time to get back into that game. Raptors held on to the lead most of that game. Sacramento started finding their way into that game in the second half, I felt. And the fourth quarter, too, Raptors were maintaining the lead. Then after, near the end of the game, they lost their composure a little bit. RJ Barrett, unfortunately, at the free throw line, missed a couple important, vital free throws. Killed the Raptors, led Sacramento back into the game. They tied the game late with the Sabonis layup. RJ Barrett knows he's got to make those damn free throws. He knows it, right? The Raptors go into overtime. They do what they have to do. Demar had a great game, too. 33 points in his return. You knew he wanted to have a great game tonight. RJ Barrett, like I said, he was spectacular as well. Raptors have a great game. Get this game. They close out this game. Luckily enough, RJ Barrett missed another free throw in overtime. It was just like, holy shit. He missed two, actually. It's just like, holy shit, RJ. Get to the free throw line, brother. We need you to start making those free throws in late moments of the game, because you're one of our star players, of course. But I think he knows that, because obviously in his interview after the game, he said to himself he wasn't happy with how he was missing those free throws, and he knows they should have got that game done in regulation time. But listen, Raptors get the win. They improved to 2-5, snapping that 4-game losing streak that they had. And guys, I have to say, there's a couple comments I need to make about DeMar DeRozan. Okay? The first thing I have to say is, guys, with the DeMar DeRozan Drake stuff, Drake is absolutely correct to feel the way he feels towards DeMar DeRozan, okay? You guys obviously know about the shit that went on this summer between Drake and Kendrick, all right? We all know. And listen, I know DeMar DeRozan is a California guy, but I don't give a shit if DeMar DeRozan is a California guy. He spent 9 years here in Toronto. 9 years, okay? You just throw that away and disrespect Drake and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to be in a music video that completely disrespects the guy after he showed you nothing but respect for 9 years in this city, and you go and slap him in the face like that and join Kendrick in his music video? Drake has every right to be pissed at DeMar. He has every right to call him a goof. And I'm going to say something that might be controversial. No way in fucking hell should DeMar DeRozan have his number retired. You guys heard me. No way in hell. Because if last time I double-checked, DeMar DeRozan had great regular season numbers with the Raptors. He's like number one in almost every category. Great. Fantastic. He had a great years with the Raptors. Great years of service for the Raptors. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting 9 years that he served with the Raptors. Okay? But do you guys forget the years when we played Cleveland? The years they swept us? They got their asses handed to them multiple years in the playoffs. DeMar was never clutch for the Raptors. He couldn't get it done for them. So when Masai Ujiri finally decided to pull the trigger and make that trade, what happened? You see what's this, right? You see what that is? 2019 World Champions. And it's got the names on the list. Is DeMar DeRozan on that list? Is he on here? I don't think so. So for you Raptors fans that want to say DeMar should have his number retired next to Vince Carter and definitely Kyle Lowry's when his number gets retired, you guys are insane. No way in hell should DeMar DeRozan have his number retired for regular season numbers. Sorry, guys. The only people that should have their numbers retired are 15 and 7. All right? And the other guys that should even be considered for getting their numbers retired are guys on the championship team before DeMar DeRozan. Listen, DeMar DeRozan, I bet you any money he got butthurt the minute number 2 was in that music video with Drake and Future, okay? And he saw that. He got butthurt. And then after, once DeMar did that video with Kendrick, he's got the balls to say in an interview a few months later, oh yeah, Drake's my boy, we're still cool. Shut up, dude. You made your bed. You're a grown man, lying it. All right, you knew what that song was about. And you want to disrespect Drake like that? And then you expect you guys to be homies? Brother, you're insane to think that. No way in hell should DeMar DeRozan have his number retired. Drake even said it himself. If they put up a banner, I'm going to rip it down myself. Drizzy, I'll help you, bro. I'll help you. No way in hell should DeMar DeRozan have his number retired by the Toronto Raptors. He did not win a championship here. He never got them to where they needed to go. A conference final, sure, but they got embarrassed by LeBron and the Cavs. That's why LeBron calls Toronto LeBronto, because DeMar was a part of those teams that couldn't get it done in the playoffs. Now you guys want him to get his jersey retired? You guys are insane. Listen, guys, you guys have your opinion, fine, but I have mine. And I don't think DeMar DeRozan's number should be retired by the Toronto Raptors. Like I said, 15-7 only should be retired by the Raptors. Now, let's see what happens with these younger pups here like R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes. If these men bring titles in the next 7 to 8 years, their numbers should be retired way before DeMar DeRozan's. Way before, when their careers are over. But let's wait and see. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, guys. But I had to get this off my chest because I saw a lot of shit on Twitter saying DeMar should have his number retired, all this nonsense. Listen, guys, DeMar wasn't here for that banner. No way in hell I'm retiring his number. No way. His career as a Raptor, regular season, spectacular years, great years. But when the playoffs came around, guys, he couldn't get them over the hump. And that is why, guys, I don't think DeMar DeRozan should have his number retired, because the memories he has here for playoffs are not good. That's what banners and statues are about. Winning championships and having a lasting impact on the franchise. I understand Vince Carter did not win a title here, okay? But the everlasting impact Vince Carter had on this country and city will forever be remained. DeMar DeRozan will be forgotten, and he was forgotten when they won in 2019 because his trade was the reason why we all know what happened in 19, okay? We all know. All right, guys? So, guys, if you guys have some comments about DeMar DeRozan and what you think should happen with DeMar's jersey number, leave a comment. I'm more than welcome to talk about it. Sure. If you guys think his number should be retired, tell me why you think his number should be retired. I just told you why I don't think it should be retired. Playoff success, regular season numbers, great. Number one category, like I mentioned, fantastic. But playoffs, guys, and championships, rings, is what matters most when it comes to having your number retired and banners lifted. That is just my opinion, guys. But, guys, fantastic win for the Toronto Raptors. Great win for them, defeating the Kings, guys. Like I said, snapping their losing streak. Now, tonight, they got the Denver Nuggets. They're in Denver tonight. That game's at 10 o'clock tonight. Late start tonight for the Raptors. Let's see how they do. They lost that game to Denver last week. Tough loss for them. Let's hope they can bounce back and get some redemption and maybe win tonight in Denver, guys. But it's going to be tough, a mile high above sea level. We know how it is in Denver, guys. But let's see how the Raptors do tonight. But, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. As always, like this video. Subscribe if you're going to see more content. Go, Raptors, go. Vince Carter, congratulations, brother. 15 forever, man. In the Raptors forever, guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember, if you did not watch sports, you're on more. Ciao, guys.